everybody. This is Thursday, January 24th. And I imagine you're just like me, wondering if anything's ever going to happen. It's kind of like the boogeyman's at the door. Mom and Dad know it. Tearing shingles off the roof and shingles off the side. And nobody's doing anything about it. Nobody who has the power to. So, I don't. I'm just in awe, like everybody else. We can figure out something. I did have another dream, and sometimes my dreams are pretty. It was my mom who made her transition many years ago. And she was telling me to be somewhere on the 30th. She kept saying, you be there on the 30th. You be there on the 30th. And I know you're never paying any attention to me, but you be there on the 30th. So, anyway, I woke up and I wrote it down because I knew I'd forget it in 3 minutes if I didn't. And just stuck it back. And then later today I was looking at it and I went in and I looked at the calendar and I thought, well, is something big going to happen on the 30th, maybe of this month? I think that's next Wednesday. That would be nice if something happened, like if the government opened back up or Mueller brought down all of his indictments, which I don't think he's going to, because I feel like every time he even thinks he's getting close, 5 or 6 other things open up. And they're all connected, so then here we go again. So I really think that's what his holdup is. I think it's just that there is just so much corruption and stuff going on that that they don't know where to start or to end it. But anyway, I'm just going to do a quick reading here and see if maybe something might come out about when things are going to get shut down. I mean, shut down, open back up again. And okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, in the recent past, we have the world. And that is really changing fast. That means something's going to change really fast. And in the present, we have the Hermit upside down. Somebody's really pouting and really upset. And we all know who that is. Feeling confined and like he's not being paid attention to like he should. Really confined and upset. And the challenge is upside down, and that's how to keep the money. Even though he's really upset about what's going on, I think he's more upset because he planned on having better plans on how he was going to get out of office with this money, or maybe staying there forever knowing him with a lot of money. And I think the money, because they've been watching him so close, is a little bit under his expectations. And he's afraid they're going to freeze everything. And so at times, when he's not busy thinking about how disruptive he can be, he sits around worrying about how he's going to get out of office with any money for him and his family. This is also, he's thinking of his family in that, which is nice of him. And he's trying to figure out if, I don't like this card at all, because this is Trump, this whole first deal. I didn't realize it was going to be with this whole first column coming across as him. He's also trying to figure out what kind of deep, dark ideas he could come up with. I hope it's not to start a war or something, but I think he's in the back of his mind playing around with all this stuff and talking to them about Iran and all this kind of stuff, because I think he's thinking if push comes to shove, things get really hot, that's what I've been personally terrified of since the day he went into power. But that's what that feels like, that he's looking around for more disruptions. Oh, Okay, and down here we have Mueller. Thank God he showed up in there somewhere. And he's like, even though he's a calm type person, from everything I've ever heard or read about him, he's really in a hurry to get this done and get it over with. He's got the chariot going full forward. And I feel like the only reason that all this stuff is not already totally out in the open is because every time he even gets close, so much more stuff comes out that it's like, I can't believe this. He'll think he's almost to the end of it, and then 3 or 4 other things pop out, and they're all interlaced with each other. I think that he just doesn't know what to do with all the stuff coming out. But we have the Ace of Cups here, and that's emotional and truth. So I feel like he knows the truth already of everything, and he's getting closer to putting it out there. And we come back with the 4 of coins, which is some people that he's talking to fighting against him with lawyers, not wanting to tell him, not even wanting to show up to talk to anybody about this. Hopefully that can be overcome. And that's going to be in that dark column, it looks like. And here we have somebody looking out to the rest of the world. I can't help but feel like this may be the world looking at us, wondering what in the world are those people doing. I don't know, but it just seems really or maybe somebody just wishing they could leave the United States and go somewhere else. I don't know. And here comes the 5 of Swords. Okay. Hopefully this is the government being shut down. This is the rest of the world trying to figure out what in the hell are they doing. It's like they keep shooting themselves in the foot every time. Looks like maybe they're not all totally crazy. Here we go again. And here's somebody giving up and walking away. And I really don't feel that's going to be Nancy Pelosi or the Democrats. I'm calling the Democrats Nancy Pelosi. That's the wrong thing to say. But I really don't think it's going to be the biggest majority that walks away. I think they'll figure out some way for him to call this a success so he can blab about being everything going his way, and then they'll open that back up. But then here comes the challenge, and the challenge is maybe getting there and him backing out again. I don't know, but there's somebody blocking it there. Only a couple of people, but they're blocking it. Whatever happens, this whole thing's making Trump look like a total fool. Just a total fool. And here's Mueller working really hard, him and everybody behind him. A lot of foreign things they had to get a hold of. It's taken time. But things are changing, and it's changing quick. Oh, great. And here's Judgment. So maybe that's what's going to open up the government. Maybe so much information is going to come out, even if it leaks out. I don't know, but something's coming out that's going to make people's judgments change. And I don't think this is so much like law judgment for some reason in this. I think that people are just going to say, whoa, I can't believe this. So maybe Mueller is getting close to coming out with something. And most of it's going to have to do with money. People getting paid off. And here we have the Frozen Man. This is Trump's column here. Trying to figure out what kind of chaos he can get started, maybe even before this chaos is over about the government shutdown. Who knows? Sometimes I think he's trying to take the whole United States down with him. Wondering about keeping his money, playing the fool, and not even wanting to get out of bed because he feels like his hands are tied. On this decision, the people that voted I think they only need 2 or 3 more people to put something through. Anyway, they're not well informed, the ones that are voting against it. And maybe they're just not well connected to the people, but that's the cat, Falsita. And here's the loyal dog. They're just being loyal to the party. They're not even thinking about the people. And a lot of the people in the Senate at this time are kind of sorry, or feeling not sorry, but they're wishing they had never taken any foreign money, because that's really put them in a bind. And there's Trump taken to his bed. In the White House. Is he gonna get sick? No? God. Why is there always a woman in there? Is he home doing all this, talking about how lonely he is and stuff, when he's actually, I don't know. And then we got the wealthy merchant. Maybe he's still having people brought into him. Who knows? Who knows? We got him frozen, taken to his bed at the White House. Women coming in. And I don't know about this wealthy merchant. I don't know if that's him paying them or something else coming in on it. Anyway, it's time to stop. This seems to be getting more ridiculous. But sometimes when you think back later or look back over the stuff in a few months, it really wasn't that ridiculous. Like some of the stuff I said in the first reading sounded kind of ridiculous, and then come to find out they were investigating him for working with the Russians, being maybe a traitor. Anyway, if anybody would like a personal reading, you can email me, and that's it. LynnTarotReadings@gmail.com. And we'll set up with like a video, FaceTime or something, or I could make a video and send it to you. But if you're interested, please email me, and I'll get right back with you. If you give me your phone number, I'll give you a call. And I just want to thank everybody, and I want to thank you for the donations I've received. And hope you have a wonderful week. Bye-bye now.